they did, holding them to a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow on the move to his left. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's get that swagger,
and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 31, Ravens 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Damontae Kazee. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Martin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down.
First down, Bengals.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. The 20.
Maybe it don't matter. It's okay.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left attack. Should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drop.